Hi, welcome to High Thoughts, where I tell you what I think about certain information I get off the internet or the news, anywhere, wherever I see information. I just use it. So, recently I saw a YouTube video on the coronavirus. So, there's always new information coming out about it. And this one's really crazy because it talks about RNA, which is what they're using in the coronavirus vaccine. You can watch the video right here. Play it real quick.
It is a controversial claim. A new study suggests the coronavirus doesn't just hijack our cells. In some cases, it can actually alter our DNA. Our ABC 10 News anchor Derek Stahl is going in depth on what it all means.
It all started with patients like Chris Long. After he was hospitalized with COVID in March 2020, the virus just wouldn't go away.
I kept developing pneumonia. So every 3 to 4 weeks, I would end up back in ICU, pumping me full of broad spectrum antibiotics.
He continued to test positive for the virus again and again and again from March through December, 9 months.
And this was very puzzling to us. And that's why we thought, could it be that the virus gets integrated into the genome?
MIT professor Rudolf Janisch and his colleagues ran some complicated experiments, and they found that in test tubes, our cells can accidentally convert fragments of the coronavirus's RNA into DNA and can save that genetic code to the infected cell's hard drive, the chromosomes. This is the kind of thing HIV does intentionally, but it's not what scientists would expect from this type of virus.
Will this be with me for the rest of my life, or will this die out?
It really depends how long the cell survives. So most cells die after infection. So those would not very long live and present. But then there might be cells, and we are looking at this, there might be cells, maybe not in the lung, but in other organs, where the cells don't die. And they could persist for a long time.
The researchers have found indirect evidence of this in a small number of tissues taken from patients, and their study caused a huge stir in the scientific community and a lot of questions. Could these DNA changes explain certain long hauler symptoms or autoimmune disease? Could these changes increase the risk of cancer?
So, based on that information, I thought, isn't it possible that the coronavirus vaccine, which also uses RNA, could have long-lasting effects on your DNA, manipulating it or changing it, altering it, anything like that. So those are my thoughts. What do I know? I'm just high.